this, all these little tiny collisions that they're happening, that gives room for Spear and Cool to start to close the distance on them. As you see now, Looting and World, their lead, it's not as comfortable as it once was. Cool and Spear, they are hot on the chase, and Cool on the straightaways, especially with 2 nitrous in the bag like he's got. Would not be surprised to see him take a line and find his way back into first.
I love what you pointed out there, Snake. Cool absolutely has a phenomenal lead right now in that boost stage, looking for a draft of his own. It feels like World and Looning are in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, Cool's just like a shark waiting in the water right now for them. Waiting for his time to strike as he's keeping that nitrous gauge completely full. He's not using both of them. He's only using them one at a time and then allowing them to recharge to max. But bad collision there on the corner there for Cool. Gonna fall down to 5th place.
Yeah, we were hyping up his nitrous gauge, but it seems like he's got to use them now to really try to catch up because World and Looning, they are maintaining that lead here. World tried to run away with it, but Looning catches right back.
Yeah, well, World's doing a good job of keeping Looting zoned out right now, but Looting, you can see how aggressive he is. He's trying to find any inner that he possibly can. And you know, he might not be able to get the first place finish here. We'll see on this straightaway as World's in a very comfortable spot, but a podium finish again would go a long way towards ending this race as Looting is really starting to shoot up in the points. World able to deliver a 2nd track victory in a row with a nice map pick. Obviously comfortable here on Construction Chaos. Also blocking out a lot of these players, so he's really sitting very comfortably in 3rd position right now, and Cool to do his best to catch up. And man, he's got so much nitrous in the bag that he's able to close that distance very quickly.
Absolutely. Right now, it seems like Cool, he's trying to get back into the first place as we know he likes to do. We're seeing players like Neil, Ding, and Jimin, they're in the back right now, and it's going to be really hard for them to catch up. So the top 3 is what's really solidified, and Cool and Looning is trying to catch up.
And for Sungbin, who's so oftentimes an early starter here in solo matches, it's going to be critical that he gets another podium here to start things out, as we have seen him in previous groups starting to teeter out as the group continues along, and right now he's contesting with Spear for position 1.
Right now, it seems like Spear, he's been holding on to this lead throughout the whole track almost. World has been fighting with him constantly. Now Spear coming out from the back lines.
Yeah, but a lot of collisions right there, and Neil gets the 4 end of the trade as he falls all the way down to position 4. We'll see if he can draft his way back into a podium spot. Now Looting, Cool, and World all battling here. Looting, you know, his teammates, they're watching, they're cheering for him back at home right now. He's sitting on a 1st place. He's going to win track number 1, but Cool with a tighter line, able to cut off everybody. And here on the straightaway, it seems like he has just enough speed to win track number 1 here as the reigning champion from KDL Preseason 1. Just continues to pile it on, man. 10 points on the board.
Right now, but now the top 3 is going to be heavily contested. You can see Jimin, he's blocking out Spear, but he hits the wall in that process.
Yeah, it does collide with the wall right there. As there are some precarious turns right here. We'll see how aggressive these guys decide to take with their inners. They absolutely did not work for Ding his first time around on lap number 1, as Spear, Sungbin, and Cool have really kind of separated themselves from the rest of the pack here in the top 3, now entering the final lap.
Yeah, you can see Cool, he's already trying to take different lines and try to pass Sungbin, but it's not working so far because the defense from Sungbin has been so excellent. Also Looning, he's trying to catch up and apply some pressure.
Yeah, Sungbin so good at sweeping in the team matches and now being able to flex those skills. Yeah, Cool falls off. But Sungbin, I mean, I feel like he is almost impenetrable right now as Looting and Spear then trying this entire time to find the inner. Spear, will he actually be able to get it? Oh, Sungbin cuts him off again. And now here on the straightaway, it's actually going to be Looting with the speed. The boost and the trap carries him ahead of Sungbin right across the finish line in a photo finish. And Looting's going to pick up his 1st track win here in the finals. Top 4. Keep in mind, he's battling right now against Neil and Cool above everybody else.
Absolutely. Looting just needs to maintain this top 5. He doesn't even need to breathe to try to get into the top 3, as we see Neil also making a run for it. As long as Neil can stay above Cool, he can punch his ticket potentially into 2nd place.
And And now with Neil getting closer and closer, he's right on Luning's tail. Cool, sitting all the way down in 8th place, has to make something happen to enter the conversation right now. Otherwise, it's going to be Neil and Luning heading to the finals.
Absolutely, it's the rivalry match happening right here, but Neil, he's trying to break away from Luning and try to make it into the top 4. Those collisions open up so much space for Neil to get into 2nd place.
Yeah, Neil's really solidified his position right now with not a lot of traffic between him and being in 1st place. Cool has been able to work his way up as well now in 6th place right behind Luning. Keep in mind, those two are tied at 78 points apiece, so whoever leads between them, should Neil finish this one with the points that it looks like he's going to get, the leader is going to be the one who walks away with the victory. Now Cool falls all the way down to 8th place.
That is going to be so huge for Cool here as Neil, he's looking to run away right now with this humongous lead in 1st place, and he seems like he's going to finalize that 1st place finish as we see Cool coming in 7th and Luning, he comes in 6th. Does have a slight advantage in the Nitrous game, so Neil does have a better control over this matchup right now. Luning taking a big collision for himself.
Yeah, Luning clipping the wall just a little bit there is going to lose some momentum. We're going to try and close the distance now here against Neil, but Neil so good on rickety rails. He loves this track, he plays it a ton, a lot of experience both in team match and in solos on rickety rails, and right now kind of consolidating his position in rank number 1. Luning's going to have to go for some dangerous angles here to try to pass him.
Absolutely, Luning is able to close that gap so much right now between himself and Neil, actually now going into 1st place. But keep in mind that Neil, he's no stranger to catching right back up.
No, Neil is a tenacious one, and he's able to hold on to position 1 for just a moment here as, man, they just keep cutting each other off, turn after turn after turn, but here this is lap number 3, so it's going to come down to these final moments. Both players right now with full nitrous gauges. Luning using his a little bit further ahead than Neil. Now Neil's going to try and find the outer line. He does! He finds it! And now with the equal nitrous, you got to think that on this straightaway. The drop coming in from Luning! He will be the solo match champion here in KDL Preseason 2, passing Neil by a hair in the final possible moment on Mind Rickety Rails. Luning with a 3-1 victory over the global superstar. He gives a fist pump to the camera, and I guarantee you his teammates back at home, they are so happy with his performance from him. I mean, their speed ace coming through in spades. I can feel, the Technics coming off right there in the main stage, vibrating through my feed as